Good morning. Welcome to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey. Thank you for tuning in today, and I want to talk with you about self-image, on how you see yourself is the most important thing in your life, regardless of who you are, where you are, who's in your life, who's not in your life, who you want to be in your life. Your self-image is important. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I've just been so engulfed in conversations with people, mostly single people, who share their interest in wanting to find a husband, feeling like their biological clock is ticking, feeling like that something is wrong with them, being pressured by family or society or even their own mental anguish to try to figure out what is wrong with them. How can they be a better single person? And what I want to share with you is that in order for you to be a better person, period, whether you're single or married or whatever, you have to have a positive self-image about yourself. If you don't see yourself as valuable, if you don't see yourself as someone who has worth and who can offer, who has things that are going for yourself, no one else can see that. And the most important thing of having a positive self-image is not so that you can meet someone, but to build your own self-purpose up, to build your own self, to encourage yourself, to let you know that you are valuable, whether you're with someone or whether you're not. And I know that in my personal life as a single person, the wrong motives or the wrong thinking of yourself can lead you into relationships that are very detrimental. Can lead you into negative relationships, can lead you into being hurt even worse, or all these things that are coming your way, which will cause negativity to you. And then the moment that something happens, the first thing we think about is, what's wrong with me? What's going on with me? Why me? Why I can't find someone? Why? And it's always focused back on you. And so, but what I also found out is once I found out about who I was, my identity was not in having someone in my life, but my identity was loving who I am. And the moment I found out how to love me, God changed my whole life. He just came in and just touched my heart, and he let me know that some of the things that I was thinking and doing is because of cycles. We get into a cycle. We get into a rut that it's like a rabbit in his little wheel, and we want to run, but we see that carrot, but we want to run, but we're staying in that one spot. It's because of how we see ourselves. So I'm here this morning to encourage you to look at how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as someone valuable? Someone who can offer someone something, whether it's encouragement, someone who's precious, because that's what you are. God sees you as valuable. He sees you worth the wait. He sees you so beautiful, regardless of how you see yourself. He sees you that way. And therefore, that's why he tells us in Jeremiah 29 that he knows the thoughts and the plans that he has for us. And they are good and not evil. So if God knows the very thought and plans that he has for us, why are we running around trying to find a man and trying to make things happen in our life when the Bible clearly says that God knows what we need? And I could tell you the reason why we do that is because we don't know who we are. We don't know our self-worth. And so we feel like, well, we have to be what our family say and what our friends say. And then you get to beat on yourself and trying to figure out what's wrong with you and all these negative things. But do you know there's benefits in being single? Society tells us and singleness is that person is selfish. That person is no one want to be around that person, or no one want to be in a relationship with that person. Something's wrong with that person for them not to have a relationship. But my thing is, what's wrong? Why should you be in a relationship? Why should you be in a relationship if that's not the right relationship for you? only to be hurt more, only to be disappointed. Why not wait on what God has for you, which is his best? To be in the right relationship with the right person so that both of you can flourish together in what God called y'all both to do. See, sometimes when we get married and we want to live the life of husband and wife and family. And okay, now we get to go on trips. Okay, now I have money. Now I have support. Okay, but we forget all about God in our life. His love for us is so vital. His love for us is so genuine, it's so pure that he wants and desires the best for us. So be encouraged today, knowing that you're okay. You're more than okay. Allow God to use where you are right now to build you up, to strengthen you, to encourage you, to help you even break cycles or break old habits off of your life. Allow God to do that for you. And all you have to do is be willing to do that. We can't make you. No one can make you. You have to be willing to, one, follow after what God has for your life and know that is the path that he have you on. And no matter what comes or what goes, you're going to follow the Lord. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, because I'm a living witness. I'm at the right place, the right time, doing the right thing. And it's because I chose to move forward. We all make mistakes. We all get in bad relationships, wrong relationships, messed up relationships, but we don't have to stay there. We can move past that. And we can ask God to heal our hearts. We can ask God to show us who we truly are because God created us. So why are we listening to other people who think that we should be who they think that we should be if God created us? Shouldn't we go to the Creator and say, God, who am I? Who did you originally create me to be? And I guarantee you when you go there and you ask him, and not 20 million people, he's going to show you. He's going to help you to be the best that you desire to be, the best that he sees in you, and your life will change for the better. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you are worth the wait. You are worth having the best. I didn't say the perfect relationship, but there is a relationship that is better than any relationship. And we can't substitute one for the other. And knowing who you are and loving who you are, you have to have a relationship with the Lord. You have to have a relationship with Jesus because who else could tell you everything about you? There's nobody else that knows your deep, deep inward parts. Yes, we have mothers and we have fathers, and yes, they raised us, and yes, but they can't go into those deep areas that God can get into. They can't go and touch that deep hurt that God can get into. They can't sit there and turn your life around when it was tossy-turvy and when you were just confused and God just straightened everything out, and now you're walking in newness. You're walking as a new person. You're walking healed. You're walking whole, and you're walking complete. Knowing who you are is vital to your singleness. Is vital to any person, really. But being that our topic is on singleness, is vital to your singleness. You have to walk in who you are. You have to believe that you are valuable. Because if you don't believe it, you can meet whoever it may be, and they won't treat you the way that you see yourself. If you see yourself valuable, they will treat you valuable. If you see yourself as invaluable, they will treat yourself that same way. So just know today that you are valuable. Know today that you are worth the best. The best way to face singleness is to know that God knows you and he knows the plan that he has for you. And where you are is just a season. It may not be where you will be in the next month or the next week, but it's just a season. And he has you in this season for a purpose, for a reason. Find out what that purpose and reason is, because God will show you. He's willing and able, and he's excited really to reveal to you his plans for your life. You don't have to walk around confused. You don't have to walk around tattered and torn and trying to please other people and trying to meet other people's expectations and their opinions based on what they think you should be or where you should be and who you should have or who you shouldn't have. It is time to just live for Jesus and let him shine and not continue to be on a prowl like someone who's desperate. You're single, but you don't have to be desperate, because when you become desperate, you do desperate things. The Bible tells us in Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, this age, fashioned after and adopted to its external, superficial customs, but to be transformed, changed by the entire renewal of your mind, by its new ideas and its new attitude, so that you may prove for yourself what is the good and acceptable will of God, even the thing which is good and acceptable and perfect in his sight for you. That scripture, that verse right there says a lot, but I can't continue, and I have so much in me right now. But I know that I'm going to have to make it a part 2. And I just want to, again, thank you again for tuning in to Overcoming Life. Thank you so much, and I appreciate, and just let you know that you can listen to me on Monday, every Monday from 9:17 a.m., and you have a blessed day.